Hello, amazing people of the SkillForge Africa 21 Days Bootcamp. How are you doing? I hope you are being productive with your day. Okay, so today, welcome to today's video class. Today, we'll be talking about the graphics content creation. We have been on this content creation series, and I told you there are four types. There is the text content, there is the graphics content, there is the video content, and there is the audio content. Okay, so these are the various four types of content we have, but today we'll be talking about graphics content creation. Okay, so welcome to the graphics content creation masterclass with Boss Mimi. In this session we will explore the secrets to designing graphics that not only captures attention but also delivers a clear message. Okay, so let's dive straight in. Are you ready? Let's go. First of all, what is graphics? When you're talking about graphics, what is graphics? Graphics content creation. Okay, now this is the art of creating visual materials to communicate a message or an idea. All right, this is the act of creating visual materials to communicate a message or an ideas, including, now these messages includes logos, social media posts, infographics, presentations, and more. So these are all graphics. Now an essential skill for marketers, content creators, and businesses. Graphics content creation is all about crafting visuals that speaks louder than words. From logos to social media posts, great designs helps convey your message effectively and leaves a lasting impression on your audience. Okay, now the power of visuals. Now statistics shows that 65% of people are visual learners. 65% of humans globally, they are visual learners. So visuals, that is graphics, increase your message retention by 42%. So you have a 42% chance of your audience to remember what they got from you if it was a graphics content. You understand? Because visual increase the message retention by 42%. Graphics makes your brand recognizable and memorable. When you have very good graphics, people don't easily forget picture that much. They might forget words, they might forget text, probably video or something, but graphics is very hard to forget. Okay, this is why this is why video matters. Humans are wired to process images faster than text. A well-designed graphics not only grabs attention but also makes message memorable and impactful. Okay, so what makes a graphic stand out? You want your graphics to stand out, because at the end of the day, if you have poor graphics, it is not going to stand out. First, you need to have balance. First off, you need to have balance, symmetric and proportion. Everything needs to stand in place. Everything needs to be perfect. The combination of your colors, your content, where you place them, the right angle, the space you need to give, not overloading your content with unnecessary images or unnecessary things in it. Okay, number two, your colors. Using a complementary and contrasting colors will leave a lasting impression in your readers. Okay, so use the perfect color match, the perfect complementary and contrasting colors, and make it very bold and outstanding. Okay, typographies, clear and readable fonts. When you're making infographic information, for example, you're giving people a tip on 5 ways to be productive daily, and you're using a graphics to pass out that message, but in an infographic pattern. Make sure your typos are clear and they are in a readable font and in a readable color as well. Don't put white font in a white background. Don't put black font in a black background. Make sure the text and the image are not dragging colors. Everybody should stand out on its own. Is that okay? Now, high quality visuals that align with your message. Okay, great graphics are a combination of balance, colors, typographies, and imageries. With these elements coming together, they create designs that are both aesthetically pleasing and effective. Okay, so please, these are what makes your graphics stand out, and you have to always pay attention to this key, and they are small details but they matter a lot. Is that okay? Now these are some tools you need to have as a graphics designer. First, you need to have Canva or Trello. The reason why this is beginner friendly is because you don't really need to subscribe to Canva to have a lot of free templates. Canva has thousands of free templates without you really going premium, and you can make a lot of good graphics from Canva. You can even start from scratch and all. So for people that have you have passed the beginner stage, you're going to professional stage, you have your Adobe Photoshop, you have your Illustrator, but these are for people that are going professional, where you create stunning designs that are so real. Okay, so mobile apps, you can have Over, you can have Picscards. All these things can help you even get ideas, okay, on some images that you need to create. Free resources, you can see resources like Unsplash, Pixel for stock photos. Now these are places where you can get copyright free photos that you can use in your graphics. You can go there and you can get stunning photos, and they are completely free without any copyright attached to them, and you can use them in your graphics. With the right tools, anyone can create stunning graphics, from beginner friendly platforms like Canva to advanced softwares like Adobe Illustrator. There's always something for everyone. Okay, now let's go to the step-by-step guide in designing your graphics. Number one, define your goal and your audience. As I've always said, when you know your goal and you know your audience, in fact, when you know your audience, you design a goal that fits the audience. Okay, so what are you trying to communicate to your audience using graphics? Are you trying to tell them how to be productive daily using infographics? So design your goal and know your audience. Okay, the next thing is choose the right dimension and platform. The right platform for you to use determines your goal determines the kind of platform you want to use. All right, maybe you need a very high standard contrasting image. You need to go for good editors like the Photoshop and the rest. But for people who are still in their beginner stage, Canva is very good at stuffs like this. Okay, you can make use of Canva to get templates that can give you outstanding visuals. Although I'm going to teach us later in the practical part of this video how you will be using AI to generate very good and quality photos for yourself. All right, so use templates or start from scratch. For beginners, you can always use templates in Canva. You can use templates for as long as possible until you learn the drills, and you can always start from scratch and you can grow as a graphics designer. Okay, so add text, visual and branding element. Every image you drop should carry your brand logo, so when somebody sees it, you just know, okay, this is coming from so person. For example, you see MTN brand logo in every of their image they put out there, so you just know this is a property of MTN. So every of your graphics should carry your branding element beside it, so they know where it's coming from. So you should always review, edit and optimize for clarity. If the graphics is not appealing to you well enough, don't send it out yet. That means there's something you can still do to improve on it until you're okay and say, wow, this is good. Then you can send it out. But make sure you don't send mediocre stuffs out there, because you need to be very outstanding. Okay, so creating graphics is a structured process. Start by defining your purpose and audience, then design with clarity and impact in mind. Okay, now these are some mistakes to avoid as a graphics designer. These are some mistakes to avoid. Overloading with text or visuals, putting so much content that your audience are so confused on what to do. You can see the example of these images I drop here on the screen. You can see how choked they are. So what exactly are you trying to pass out with this much information in one graphics? So look at the first picture, the second picture, the third picture, the fourth picture. In fact, the fourth picture to be precise. What exactly are you trying to pass out when you have so much information in one graphics? So try to avoid overloading your graphics with so much information. Poor color choices and clashing fonts. When I mean poor color choices, you're using a black background with a black text. At the end of the day, nobody will even see what you wrote there. Okay, so make sure you choose the right color and the right color for your font as well. Your font means your text. Okay, ignoring mobile responsiveness. See, there are some images that are not responsive to all mobiles. So you need to make sure you know the ratio of your image so that it can be applicable to every mobile, because you're not just the only one viewing it. Okay, so by the time you're sending it out, the person who is viewing it might be using a tablet and you are using a phone while designing it. You need to make sure that it fits on all devices. Okay, then another thing to avoid again is low quality image. Make sure your images are high standard. The contrast should be extremely high and perfect with extreme clarity and vibrance, so that when somebody sees the image, it captures attention. Okay, so avoid these common pitfalls or avoid these common mistakes to ensure your graphics remain professional and effective. Less is often more, as I always say, even in a design. Okay, even in a design. So I want you to start creating today. By the time I'll be giving us the practical aspect of this class, I'll be giving us an assignment, because I will show you how to use Canva and how to use AI to develop images for yourself. Then I'll be giving us some assignment on how you can start practicing and using graphics and using graphics to build your brand and build authority online. So ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this theory class. See you in the next class, and please don't forget, always keep working very hard, because the money is in the hard work. See you in the next class, guys.